So a few weeks ago, I log on to my Facebook and I have a bunch of notifications. I noticed that a lot of people are liking and sharing this picture that I'm tagged in. As it turns out, one of my friends, Rachel, went to a restaurant, and in this restaurant they had a mural, and within that mural was a picture of a janitor who was wearing a green shirt. He had blonde hair. He was extending his pinky as he drank. This thing looked a lot like me. I mean, look at this guy. A lot of people ended up liking that picture. It's crazy how intertwined we are with social media, really. I mean, the moment you see something, it is shared to thousands of people online. Firstly, you got YouTube, which is pretty much full of people begging for subscribers, so that you can subscribe to videos of them begging for more subscribers, who will in turn subscribe to these videos and think to themselves, why am I subscribed to this guy who's just begging for subscribers? If I ever beg for subscriptions from you guys, just stop watching right then, because it's not worth it. I do have a problem with Twitter, though. My problem with Twitter is that absolutely none of my friends have it. So I'm forced to follow people who I would not care about at all in real life. Could just be me, but it seems that a large percentage of people in the Twitterverse are 14 years old. I personally use Twitter to see if people are talking about janitors. Go ahead and search for janitor on Twitter right now. About 20% of the results are people saying they should just drop out of high school to become a janitor right now. What if I told you guys that you could graduate high school, go to college, and while you're in college still become a janitor? Another 20% of the time it's people making a joke, mostly about the sports team that just won. About 5% of the search results are people posting job information. You know, for people who go to Twitter to find out if they could become a janitor or not. Which really works out for the people who said they were going to drop out of high school to become a janitor, and the remaining percentage are just tweets by me. Then you got Facebook. I have the opposite problem for Facebook that I have with Twitter. Everyone I know has the Facebook. And if you're like me and you post everything to Facebook, you literally do not have anything to talk to your friends in person about. Yo buddy, the other day I accidentally sat on a lawn gnome and you'll never guess what happened. I read about it on Facebook. Oh, so I launched my Passive Janitor Facebook page. I noticed it wasn't getting as much attention as other Facebook pages, so I went to them to see how they were marketing themselves. It turns out that the best way to market on Facebook is to shame people. For example, the other day I was scrolling through my newsfeed and I saw a nice picture of an old lady. The picture had captions on it. The top part said, "Like this if you like your grandma." Well, you know, I like my grandma. I scrolled down a little bit more and the bottom said, "Ignore this if you want your grandma to die." Whoa, that's a pretty big jump there. I saw another one that had an image of Jesus. The top said, "Like this if you like Jesus." Okay, I can live with that. The bottom said, "Ignore this and you will burn in hell." I had no idea that my eternal salvation or damnation pivoted on this one Facebook post. I don't come to Facebook to seal my fate. The only reason I have a Facebook is so that I can see how ugly the people that I grew up with are becoming. Ha, this guy gained some weight and he's balding. He also makes 6 figures a year by starting his own business while I scrub toilets for a living. I noticed that there's actually a template that all these images use. Starts off with a clip art, the first clip art that you find online that's semi-relevant to your topic. The clip art is in the background and is stretched. You gotta make sure to save this image as a JPEG about 100 times. You want those JPEG artifacts in there. You need to have a common thing that everyone would be ashamed if they admit that they didn't do that. There needs to be some improper spelling. There needs to be a typo where 2 characters are switched around in a word. Finally, you need a way to shame people for not reposting this. So I made one and posted one today. Ready for this? Share this if you actually flush. Like this if you wash your hands. Ignore if you want to kill our janitor cause you stupid. It seems like a foolproof plan for marketing, really. That's on the same level as people who feel that if they like something on Facebook, then water will magically appear somewhere in Africa. Or if they like this certain post, a surgeon will grow the ability to perform this life-saving operation on this child. Alright guys, that's it for this week's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and tell all your friends to subscribe so that then their friends can subscribe, and share this video on all of your social media outlets so that even more people can see this video and subscribe to my video.